Jetzt der große Justin Timberlake bei mir in der Sendung. Welcome on my show.
Thank you.
2003 was a very incredible year for you. You released your solo record very successfully. Critics love you. Men, women, young, old, black, white, everybody loves the record and you. Do you try and sit down and say, I really have to enjoy this year, maybe it won't ever happen again like this?
Yeah, I think if there's anything that I've done this year, it's just, like you said, just try to enjoy what's going on. Because 2002, I worked so hard, you know, and I'm thankful and I feel blessed to be in the opportunity, to have the opportunities that I'm having, to be in the position that I am right now. Because 2002, you know, I had no idea. I was just, you know, grinding away on the record and making sure that's all I did last year.
And now you're harvesting it.
And now I'm harvesting it, attempting.
Yes.
It's going okay.
Yes.
It's going okay.
But it must be difficult to understand what's going on also. Sort
of. Yeah, I think for me, it's just, you just keep everything in perspective. You know, I'm, you know, no matter what happens with the record or, you know, the performances that I do on stage, I still go home to my home. Mm-hmm. I still have a sense of normality, and I still keep everything, like I said, in perspective. I try to.
When you had the idea for your solo record, did you have a certain sound in your head already? Did you know what the record's going to sound like?
I didn't know specifically what it was going to sound like, but I knew that I wanted to bring R&B back to the clubs. I knew that I think that was kind of like the underlying theme of, you know, what we did with the record. You know, let's give it big beats, maybe even mix the drums a little too loud. Mm-hmm. You know, and, you know, just some R&B hooks and try to bring that fun R&B back.
Yeah. Some contributors on the record are Bubba Sparxxx, Timberland and the Neptunes. Did you know before that you definitely wanted to work with them, or were you sort of pushing around the producers thinking, oh, maybe him, maybe him?
Well, with Tim and the Neptunes, I specifically knew that I wanted to work with them on this album.
Yeah.
The Neptunes I had worked with before, we wrote one song together called Girlfriend. Yeah. And that was for NSYNC. And we just kind of created a little bond and a cool friendship between each other. And for me, I think the most important thing was I wanted to work with somebody that would make me feel comfortable, like I could just be myself in the studio. Because a lot of times when you first meet someone, you don't really know how they are. Yeah. And to just walk in the room and meet someone and then just start working, sometimes it doesn't work out. So the first thing I did was work with the Neptunes so that I had a solid foundation for the record. And then I went to Tim shortly after that and started going a little more left. You know, if you notice, the stuff with Tim is a little more left of the stuff with the Neptunes.
How exactly do you write a song? Is it always the same method?
It's, you know what, it's songwriting to me, I feel like it's a gift. I don't feel like I dictate what a song should sound like. I think it's important to not be an artist that is bigger than the song. Mm-hmm. Like, I think it should always be about the song. Okay. And so for me, it comes in different ways. You know, sometimes I'll sit down at the piano and I'll start with some chords, and then that'll turn into a melody. Okay. Sometimes we'll go in the studio and there'll be we'll start making a beat, and that'll dictate what the song is going to sound like. So, you know, you try not to question it. I think every time you write a song, you feel like you might never get to write one again. You might not have as good of the ideas that you just had. So. And
you're always afraid to lose it. You know, because you can't really explain how a song happens in your head and stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you should write songs. You know how it works.
No, I don't at all. I'm just pretending.
You just kind of like to me it's more like a puzzle that's already there. You just kind of have to decipher the code. You have to just you try not to do too much. You try to keep it as simple as possible, and let the arrangement, you know, let that be the song's intricate parts.
What is the biggest difference between being a solo artist and being in a boy band?
Well, you're all by yourself.
Yes, and
I think that's obvious.
Yes, but is that also annoying sometimes?
To be on your own? No. Not if you're me.
You get all the applause for yourself.
Well, that's not the point. That's not why I do it.
No.
I just wanted to see if I could do a record by myself. I was inspired to do a record by myself.
Yeah.
And, I've only done one album on my own. So I don't have anything to compare it to. We should have a chat again.
After 3.
Yeah, after 3 or 4.
Okay, we
if
will.
I make it that far.
Yeah. We
Please.
have to...
Please?
Please. Please, we want the people to see the interview.